Hello and welcome to litter number 2, Reveal for Wander. This may be tacked on to the end of the episode. If it is, then hi again. If it is not, then welcome back. We are just going to be seeing Wander's second litter all grown up here, seeing what kind of wolves they become. So we'll be jumping right into that here. So as you can see here, we had 6 pups total, and all of them actually made it. We had 4 females and 2 males. We'll jump into their stats now. Up first is Moonlight, who has attributes of strength of 1, stamina -2, speed +2, and health -1. So she is pretty much a fast, hard hitter, but can't really do much else. Here is Mosey, who has -2 stamina, but +1 strength and speed, so kind of like her sister, but to a less extreme degree. This is Esther, who has -2 health, but +2 strength, so she is just a full-on glass cannon. This is Meander, who I'm very interested to see what kind of coat he grows up into, who has -1 stamina, but +1 speed, so a pretty neutral wolf, and really the same as his parents. And then here is Meteor, our second male, who has -1 strength but +1 speed. And finally Quest, who has the same exact stats. So we'll go ahead, age them up. Just in good old-fashioned tradition, I make pups of iron wolves as well. So yes, I'll make them an iron wolf. But no, I don't want to play as them. Okay, and we are just starting off with our very first pup here, Moonlight, who turned out to be this gorgeous gray-blue wolf with a little bit of brown on her. So really, I'd say a pretty fitting name still. Looks like she has the Grizzer pack of the IWC Ambassador wolves. Her eyes turned out to be a pretty dark brown, which is very cool. Listen to her howls real quick. Both are pretty mournful. Looks like she didn't roll the dice for any scars or anything like that. And of course, this is all customizable as well. But that is Moonlight. Oh, wow. Okay, that's unexpected. So, up next we have Mosey, who, if you remember, was a light brown pup growing up, but she turned out to be almost all white and has a radio collar on her. Just for reference here, let's go search up Wander real quick. So this was Mosey as a pup. She is a lighter brown than, say, Esther, her sister, but she was definitely not that light in color. So let's take a look at her. So it looks like Mosey ended up with the Cinderella pack, which is a genetically black coat. If you're not aware of the Cinderella coat, which it does make sense given what happened here, was based off of a real wolf that had a black coat growing up and then just turned white in appearance. So it's genetically black but appears to be a light coat. So that's really probably just long and short of what happened there. She also has really deep brown eyes though. We'll listen to her howls. Very nice. It looks like she did roll the collar, but I'm not seeing her roll anything else. But yeah, just a gorgeous wolf. I always love seeing fun coats like the Cinderella one coming out. Okay, and up next here we have Esther, who was the darkest pup of the litter and has, without a doubt, grown up to be a very pretty dark colored wolf here. So I really like this, like, I guess brindling is probably the best word between this brown and this black. Esther ended up with 859M Lamar Canyon coat and really dark orange eyes. A lot of the pups ended up with very dark eyes, this litter in particular. We'll listen to her howls though. Pretty deep voice, really. It doesn't look like she rolled for any scars, and at least didn't get the radio collar. So that is Esther. She has +2 strength and -2 health. Very pretty wolf. I'm gonna say that about all the pups, but I am biased. Alrighty, and now the pup that I was most curious about. Here is Meander. He sure did turn out to be about what I was expecting, which is darkening into like a light tan, but his almost looks kind of peachy. And same with the gray on the back there. So I'd say this is, yeah, about what I expected. It's a bit more contrasty though. It looks like for his coat he has 778M Blacktail Deer Plateau Pack though. His eyes are the lightest so far, being kind of a green color, really. Pretty similar to Wander's. Listen to his howls. I feel like I'm going crazy, but I feel like I've never heard 13 before. I don't know. I'm probably going crazy. He didn't roll for the radio collar, and it looks like there's nothing else on the modifiable aspect that he ended up with, which I do think we have to select for these things, but I thought there was an option for it to generate that. Maybe not on the pups, though. Oh, okay. This is a very interesting coat. So Meteor here ended up with like the German Shepherd coat, where it's the brown to the gray and the black on the rear. I don't know what this is actually called, but that's always how I've thought of it. It is from the Founders Pack 10M. Looks like he got more of a grayscale version of that, so the grays are pretty pronounced there. So I actually like that quite a bit, especially with his very dark gold eyes there. Listen to his howls. Nice. I just noticed that the stripe that goes down the front of his face like extends under the nose too onto the lip there, which is a very interesting marking to have. He didn't roll the radio collar, and of course no scars or anything like that, so that is just going to be Meteor there. This was always the biggest pup of the litter, and he definitely seems to have grown into that a bit. And finally, here we have Quest. Just at a glance, looks like she's also got the radio collar. And I believe that this is maybe the same coat that her sister got, just with a different tint on it. We will see real quick though. So, no, it looks like it isn't. Quest here ended up with the IWC Ambassador Wolves, like some of her siblings did, but she has the Bolts coat instead. It is definitely a bit more on the grayscale side, though. And she has probably the brightest yellow eyes of the pack. And actually, she did randomize a notch, so maybe it isn't just new wolves. And she rolled double 8, so we'll listen to that. Thank you, River. I appreciate you crawling up your scratching post like that right now. Could they be any louder? But probably my favorite howl pair with my least favorite howl. Just the squeakiness. Probably my favorite howl pair with my least favorite howl. Just the squeakiness of it. So she did randomize a little notch up there. And she got the collar. So that is quests there. Very, very nice. All in all, I am very happy to see all the pups grown up. I don't think any of them, except for ironically maybe Meander, who I was most curious to see, turned out the way that I was expecting them to. But that's always kind of the fun bit of seeing the pups grow up, especially for this game where the pup coats are so drastically different sometimes. So it was really fun getting to see them all grow up, and I'm very excited to see what comes next time. So depending on the outcome of things, I will either see you all in a week again to pick up right where we are leaving off here, probably with an extra long episode to get us to where the pups are actually born. That's probably what's going to be happening in either case. It's just a question of whether that's coming next week or the week after. Thank you, corrupted footage that critically crashed my entire PC. So, until then, stay safe, stay happy. I will see you then, and bye.